20,000 rand in cash from a serving Hawks general days after police raided Matlala's home. He admits it under oath. A 200-page police docket sent to his phone. A complainant asked to drop charges against police. Was it a favor in return? Yes, I thought so. And then, cornered by the commissioners, just don't strip me naked, please. He's accused, not convicted, but this is what he told the Madlanga Commission. Subscribe, let's go inside.
I'll come back to that at a later point. I'm not going there now. What I would like to put to you is that what you have omitted to address in these paragraphs is the response to Major General Senona.
Yes.
In both of the statements, you didn't provide a response to the Commission to the questions in 2.2 of the notice regarding Major General Senona. Why is that?
It is because I've had a consultation with the police, and then they served me with a document that says that they're investigating myself and General Senona.
In relation to what?
I don't know. Here is the document that I have, and I gave the copy to my legal counsel.
Have you provided that to us before?
Yes, I did. To my legal counsel, yes.
Because we've not seen any response from you on why it is you don't address the General Senona questions.
Yes, I didn't respond because of it was under investigation. So why it's not here in the affidavit, that I do not know, but I know the reason why I did not respond to it is because it's under investigation.
But what in particular is under investigation?
I think maybe if you can have I don't know if you have the copy of the document, or if you can.
I don't know what you're referring to.
Yes, here's the copy of the document here. I think you can check it yourself.
Okay. Do you have a copy of this document?
Yes.
The commissioners don't, so I would need to provide this to the commissioners as well. And we'll need to make copies for the commissioners.
It's okay, yes.
But for now, why don't you tell me in your own words what it is that's under investigation?
My contact with General Senona, so I wouldn't know what are they investigating. They just said corruption, a couple of things which I wouldn't know exactly which part are they going to concentrate on.
But corruption was specifically mentioned.
Yes, yes.
Chair, I'd have to look at this closely in order to establish exactly what the remit of this investigation is. But I hear you saying that it's a subject of an investigation. I'm going to go through a series of questions with you with regard to General Senona. You can explain to us if there's any question you feel you need to assert your privilege against self-incrimination as we go through it. Do you understand?
It's okay.
Thank you. You have been provided with WhatsApp exchanges between you and General Senona. Is that right?
That's correct.
And you've been provided with the statement of General Senona and transcripts of his evidence that have been provided to the Commission.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. And have you read those documents?
Yes, I did.
Thank you. You also testified in the ad hoc committee about your relationship with Major General Senona. Is that right?
Yes, that's right.
So let's start at the beginning. You met General Senona at his wedding in Mamelodi in about 2018 or 2019, correct?
It's not Mamelodi, first of all. I think maybe there's a mistake.
Okay, so can you tell us then, when did you meet General Senona for the first time?
It was in Soshanguve, but like I said, Advocate Hassim, that this subject is under investigation, so I do not know what are they investigating. So
is your meeting...
My relationship sorry to interrupt you. I don't know if I can proceed or
Please proceed.
Because I had an interview with the police, so those questions that you're asking me now, they also asked me. They came to CMEX to consult with me, and it's a good thing because of your investigators. It's easy for you to verify that because they are the Madlanga tax team investigators. You can verify with them yourself that they've consulted with me.
There's no such thing as the Madlanga task team.
Tashkok commander. Takchok.
Yes.
Okay, this investigation team, tax team.
Right.
So yes, those same questions that you're asking me now, I've been asked about from when did I meet the first time when I met him, any gratifications, a lot of things they've asked me about, which I think I rather wait for them to see how far are they with their investigations.
So,
But those people were from SAPS.
Yes, I even know their names and
All right.
yes.
All right, thank you.
Mr. Matlala, you would have heard the exchanges we've had over the last few days regarding the assertion of your privilege against self-incrimination.
Yes.
And I understand that you wish to assert your rights, but it's not permissible for you to assert your rights against an entire category or entire subject matter. So there are some questions that I'm going to put to you that, although they are within the broad engagement of your relationship with General Senona, may not implicate you in any way. So you'll need to listen to my questions as I go through it and answer the questions as to the best of your ability, subject to your rights, of course. So the first question I'm asking you is, when did you meet General Senona? Your answer to that question, are you saying just by answering that question, you will be implicating yourself in a criminal offense?
Yes, I will, Advocate. So that's why I'm choosing the right to remain silent, because the same question. So I don't mind you asking about General Sona, but I will refer to if this is questions which I was not asked by the investigators, it's okay. But those questions, I think they've got notes, and then you can verify with them, because, like I said, they are the police. They will tell you yes or not or no. But this, like the first question that you just asked me now is the question that they also asked me. When was the first time that I met with him? So I do not know why are they asking me that question. They might want to use it to build their case regarding that question. I don't know that. So I rather choose to remain silent because I do not know what is the intention of the.
One, I would understand if, for example, your first meeting with General Senona was about criminality. Take this example. The two of you have agreed to pool the greatest cash in transit, highest in South Africa, and you say it will be quite discreet if we meet at my wedding. Nobody will suspect anything, but you and I will steal a moment and have a discussion about the highest, do our planning. So they would understand if you don't want to come anywhere near a discussion of your first meeting with General Senona. I'll be surprised if you want to suggest that that very first meeting already concerned any possible or alleged criminality. For you to be refusing to answer any questions that relate to that very first meeting between the two of you. And then, secondly, I want to disabuse your mind of any possible apprehension about this so-called Madlanga task, what team? Yes. That entity was wrongly or incorrectly named. It has nothing to do with Madlanga. It's SAPS that chose to name their task team, which they as SAPS are using to investigate matters that emanate from issues that were debated before the commission, or in respect of which the commission made referrals. That's SAPS 100%. All the commission would have done in certain instances would just be to make referrals. So it's SAPS acting as SAPS, and at that level, after the referrals, the commission has no role to play whatsoever. So you kept saying to get answers, because I was already asked questions of this nature by this Madlanga task team. You can get the answers in that regard from the task team. They are not the commission. The commission has its own mandate and it wants to establish facts for itself. So you cannot refer the commission to that task team, which is SAPS, and which the commission has nothing to do with after it has reached the point of, we are now referring these matters to SAPS. SAPS then acts as SAPS, not as the commission. I thought I should just disabuse your mind of any possible misapprehension in that regard. Now, having heard what Commissioner Khumalo said, perhaps we'll ask Ms. Hassim to repeat her question, and hopefully this time we'll get an answer.
I wanted to comment on the...
Yes, you may. Yes, you may.
Khumalo.
Oh, yes, you may.
Because he was saying that introduction, but so my question, my concern actually is, why will the police ask me about when there was the first time I met him if it doesn't matter to them? So I'm of a view that everything that they will ask me is relevant to them. They wouldn't just ask me a question just because they want to pass time. So I do not want to undermine the investigation and end up incriminating myself by saying things before they can even get there. So I am not comfortable actually answering these questions. I also find myself in a very bad space because I did not invite them to come and serve me with this document, and I did not plan for it to happen. So it just happened, and they even went further and had a consultation with myself, asked me a lot of questions, which my lawyer, my attorney, who's not present now in court, in the commission, I assume he has those notes, I think. So I do not know whether it is a wise move to comment while there's an ongoing investigation, which I'm aware of.
Did you discuss that police action that was taken against you? Did you discuss that with General Senona?
Yes, I did.
And what was the content of that discussion?
Let me just start with the first raid. I was worried that I thought I was robbed, but as soon as I found out that they are police who came to do the raid, so I told him about what happened, because he was in Pretoria, I remember. So I didn't need to go to KZN, he was around. So I explained to him what happened, and I think that's it. So, yes, I just explained to him what happened, and then he just said to me, and I told him that, listen, they even took my phones. I cannot even make transaction. I even borrowed money from him.
Yes.
And yes. I remember that day he gave me 20,000 rands.
He gave you 20,000
Yes.
rands on that day?
Yes.
And that was after the 6th of December?
The following day.
The day immediately?
I think it was the 7th or the 8th, yeah, but it was on a weekend, yes.
Okay. And did he advise you on how to handle what had happened to you on the 6th of December, including the seizure of your phones?
No, he also did not know what was happening. I just told him, but we thought by then, even myself, I thought since we found out that those are the real police, then we thought, anyway, what they were looking for, they didn't find it, it will end like that. So there was nothing further to discuss until the second raid.
Until the second raid?
Yes.
What was the concern in relation to the second raid?
The concern now, it was because I thought that was a personal thing. Like I explained earlier, that the police went to my office to do an inspection, and while they were there, they ended up coming up with a charge of negligence, I'll say, because I had a spare key of my safe where we keep our weapons. And I did not know, according to the law, you're not supposed to do that as an owner of the company. So, but the way the police came to my house to arrest me, then I thought this is more than what it was supposed to be, because they came with the task force members to arrest me for his key. Then I explained that to him, that I don't think this is what it is. There might be more to this thing. Then he advised me that maybe he will ask around and then he will tell me what is happening.
Okay, let me just pause you for a moment there. When you discussed this with him, was he still in Pretoria? Did you discuss it with him in person?
Yes, I was with him.
Where were you?
Yes, in Pretoria.
In Pretoria?
Yes.
In Menlyn Main?
Yes.
At your place?
I only met him yes. When he was in Pretoria, the only place that we'll meet is at my apartment.
Okay. So when you discussed this with him, he said to you he would find out more information.
He said he will ask, yes.
Ask around.
Maybe, I don't remember his actual, ask around to find out something like that. I don't really.
Okay, and did he then come back to you with what he learned from his investigations?
No, no, he didn't, but that's when I found out from the former minister, Begele. Then I told him instead that what is actually happening. He did not tell me, I told him.
Okay, let's take a step back there. Explain the involvement of former Minister Begele.
Can you say that again?
Can you explain his involvement? What is it you're trying to say about him?
Minister Gele?
Yes.
No, I'm saying after I met him, that's when I knew, and then I explained to Mr. Senona that what I found out from former Minister Gele. So I don't know what you're saying. I must explain what?
No, I just wanted to understand why you were introducing former Minister Cele into it in response to my question to you. My question was, did General Sonona come back to you to say this is what he has found out, this is the team that did the raid, and any information, did he give it to you? Any information? Yes,
I said he didn't. I'm the one who actually told him what was happening because I found out from Minister Cele.
Okay, so he had no information that he came back to you with?
No, nothing. Yes.
I went to see really helped. I will tell you whenever you back this side. Monday, I'm starting with our project. Nothing is disturbing me anymore. What were you saying to General Senona here? Let's begin with, who is the guy that you went to see?
Yes, the guy I was referring to, the former minister, like I said to you, I'm the one who informed him that the minister helped.
Okay, so the guy is a former minister?
Yes.
Okay. And when you say to General Senona, the guy I went to see, he knows who you're talking about?
Yes.
How does he know that?
I told him.
You told him in advance that you were going to see Minister Cele. Okay. And then you say, I'll tell you whenever you back this aside. And then I'm starting with our project. Nothing is disturbing me anymore. What did you mean by our project?
Yes, our project is under investigation, so I'll please want to assert my right not to incriminate myself
In relation to the project?
to our project, yes.
Our project.
Just to be clear, that's a project between you and General Senona.
Yes.
Okay.
Is it a project that is unrelated to Medicare 2024?
It's a project that is under investigation, Advocate Hassim.
Is it the Medicare 24 contract?
No, it's not.
Okay. So when you have this exchange with him, he says he's coming back. If you turn over to page 3, I'm coming back that side tomorrow a week, and then he tells you when he arrives, 2 days later, or 3 days later, because it's December. Did you then meet with him when he arrived back in Pretoria?
I think I did, but I don't remember. Maybe I did, yes.
You don't recall, is that what you're saying?
I met him a lot. Chances are I might have met him, but I don't recall.
Okay.
I think this chat will assist me to see maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you look at that page 3, he says on the 30th of December, my brother, I am in Pretoria. Is he saying that to you to let you know that he's available to meet?
It looks like it.
Okay. And if you turn to page 4 of that same file, and at the bottom of that page, you'll see 2nd January 2025. General Sona says, I'm around and we can meet once you are available. And then you turn over to page, no, let's just pause on that. That's 2nd of January. Do you recall meeting then in January?
I think I did, but I just don't remember. But I think I met him.
Okay. In fact, the 22nd of January, if we can go to that, page 8. You'll see on page 8, he says again, now he's back in Pretoria. He says, good evening, brother, I'm around in Pretoria. Do you see that?
It will mean he's around for the second time now.
Yes.
Yeah, yes, I see it.
And then you say, let's meet tomorrow if you're available. And he says he'll be available around this time tomorrow, which is in the evening. It's about 6:37 p.m. that he sends this, right? Did you meet then?
Yes, I think I did.
Okay. And what was the subject of your meeting then?
It's the same thing that I'm saying is under investigation.
And did you have further meetings in January?
Yeah, we had quite a few meetings, so, but I don't know, it's not only in January.
Not only in January.
Yes.
You met in February as well?
I met him a lot, so I think maybe I'll say each and every month I met him now, from what I can remember.
When did the meetings with General Sona stop?
They never stopped until I was arrested.
Until you were arrested,
Yes.
they continued. And there were regular meetings.
Not regular, because sometimes his office was in KZN, so he'll be at work most of the times.
Okay.
I'm saying regular, I'll say only when he was around in Pretoria.
Oh, did you not meet him in Durban?
In Durban, yes, I met him.
Okay. I'd like to take you to a chat that's on 15 January. I'm just trying to find the right page because it doesn't seem to be in my file. If you just give me a moment, please. No, it's not in my file. It's a chat that's on 15 January, and I'll find the page for you. What takes place in that conversation is General Senona says to you, if things are favorable, let us finalize the contract. This is in 15 January 2025. He says, if things are favorable...
Page 7, top of page 7.
Page 7. Thank you, Commissioner Kumar. Do you have it?
Yes, I do.
So page 6 is where it begins. He says, I'll request if things are favorable, let's finalize the contract for those guys who assisted us. That's General Senona to you. What does he mean by if things are favorable? What conditions had to be favorable?
I don't know whether he was referring to when, maybe my availability, I don't know.
And which contract was to be finalized?
It's the same that I said, it's under investigation.
You'll see that General Senona, this is 10th of March, 2025. General Senona sends you a document at 9:03 p.m. Okay? There's an attachment. It's called Annexure SEN2. Now, unfortunately, you have to go to another file to find Annexure SEN2, and that's file 2.1. And that will be at page 22. Okay, you got it.
Yes, I do.
All right. Do you recognize this document?
Yes, I do.
You remember receiving it at the time?
The time, I cannot recall the time, but receiving it, yes, I remember.
I mean, at that point in time, 10 March.
Yes.
It runs to about more than 200 pages, but we're not going to go through all of the 200 pages. This bundle of documents that General Senona sends you on the 10th of March concerns a person who's the first complainant in that docket.
Okay.
Do you see that?
Yes, I do.
And who's the first complainant? If you can just read that out.
Ismail Maulid Ramos Nangi.
And do you know him?
Yes, I do.
And this document contains affidavits and attachments that are part of this docket. Do you agree that? Do you see that?
Yes, I do.
And you'll see on the first page that it's a police stamped document, right? Do you see that on page 22?
Yes, I see it.
And on page 23, well, 22 and 23, you'll see that it includes sort of the respondents, if I can, the people against whom the complaint was brought. You see that?
Yes, I do.
And it includes details of members of the SAPS. Do you see that?
Yes, I do.
Including an identity number of a Colonel Dawood. Do you see that?
Yes, I do.
And the second to last name on page 23 is a reference to General Mkhwanazi. Is that right?
Yes, that's right.
Now, so General Senona sends you this document. It includes this information. It's an SAPS docket. It has the names and ranks and identity numbers of police officers. It includes the details of General Mkhwanazi's office. In fact, if you go through it, you'll see it contains the identity document of Mr. Nangi and his marriage certificate and a range of personal information, including photographs. Now, you would have seen this because you've seen this document before, isn't that so?
Yes, I did, yes.
Yeah. You went through it when he sent it to you?
Yes, I did.
Did
Not when he sent it to me, but since I got the bundle, I went through it, yes. It was quite a lot of documents, so I didn't have time. But now, since I'm bored in jail, I went through it.
Because you had time to go
I
through?
have plenty of time, yes.
Yes. Did you ask General Senona for those documents?
No, I did not ask for those documents.
So what did he say to you either before or after he sent it to you? What did he say to you about these documents?
Yes, before they asked me to speak to the complainant about withdrawing charges against the police.
Now let's break that down. You say before he sent you this document.
Yes, this was yes before, yes.
Before he sent you this document, they asked you to speak to Mr. Nangi.
Okay, he told me yes, but he was talking to someone else, and then he told me that this is what the other person wants to happen, referring to General Mkhwanazi.
He said to you, so when he sent this to you, he said to you that General Mkhwanazi asked him to ask you.
No, not to ask me. He asked me, not General Mkhwanazi didn't, I don't even think he knew me by then.
Okay, so it wasn't a request that came from General Mkhwanazi?
No, I'm saying according to General Senona it was, but not to tell me to withdraw. I think him and General Mkhwanazi had a discussion about this document to find someone to withdraw the charges.
So what did General Senona tell you?
Tell me that I must speak to this guy to withdraw charges.
Why?
Why I cannot answer, I don't know.
Why would telling this commission who the other people are that pay Mr. Sibia would incriminate you? Why would that incriminate you?
Maybe when I'm saying incriminating, I'm using the wrong word. I'm basing this on, again, my case in court. So maybe incriminating is not the right word that I'm using. Because I'm repeating again that I still have a case to present in court. So I'm already saying a lot here, than meaning that at least leave me with half. I can go to court with half. So don't take everything. So because now you want me to disclose everything here, and then I'll be left with nothing. Just don't strip me naked, please.
Chairperson. I understand what your position is. You, on this line of questions, you're not claiming a privilege against self-incrimination. You are refusing to answer the question because you say it will compromise your defense strategy. Am I correct? That's the position you've adopted?
Yes, you're correct.
Thank you.
I want to say this. The case you have to defend yourself against is an attempted murder case. My take from what you are saying is that you don't want to incriminate other people, and that's the real reason why you don't want to answer that question.
Can I comment on that, Commissioner? You still don't take it that when I say the way I ended up being arrested, it has to do with my interactions with General Mkhwanazi.
I'm prepared to accept that. The question now is, who are the other people that were paying General Mkhwanazi money? Sorry, General Sibia. Or who did you tell General Mkhwanazi that other people are paying money to General Sibia? And that's the question you're refusing to answer. And you say, yes, there are, but I don't want to mention. And that's why I'm saying my takeaway from that is the issue is not you incriminating yourself. You've already admitted that to Commissioner Baloy. The issue seems to me is you don't want to criminate those people that you know are allegedly giving money to General Sibia. That's how I see it. And I don't speak for my co-commissioners. I'm speaking only for myself.
You are speaking for me because that's exactly the point the last point I engaged Mr. Matlala on. I even said, this is only about you because the answer came from you, but otherwise it's not about you, it's about those other people. So whatever the right that you are asserting may be, simply does not make sense in this context. Ms. Van der Heever, let me give you an opportunity.
I'm trying to find
Yes.
a practical solution here for this issue because I don't want us... In his evidence under oath during the ad hoc committee, when he gave evidence, General Mkhwanazi on this very day or the next day said he recorded the whole interaction between himself and Mr. Matlala. Maybe I can ask that that be disclosed to us. That would make it very easy for us to deal with the issues. I'm sure that that evidence must be available, and I can take my client through it and we can deal with it then before yourselves. No. That's a very simple answer. You've got, utilize...
No, Ms. Van der Heever, no. The witness can say that if he wants to, and he will be engaged about that kind of response. In fact, it has happened where he has referred us to other people and he was told why that was inappropriate or that doesn't help the questions that are being asked. You let the witness answer questions, please. This is not an objection. You are not objecting.
And I'm not answering for him. That's
and you're
not
not
what I'm
arguing
saying.
a point, but you've answered the question for him. I suggest you let I think Mr. Matlala has shown to be competent. He understands the questions. I said earlier, and I meant it when I said, I assume that his legal representatives have advised him about what he can do, what defenses he can take. But I think, let him answer the questions, please.
Matlala, you heard me that my takeaway from all of this is that your concern is not the worry that you'll implicate yourself. Your concern is the worry that you will implicate those people that you told General Mkhwanazi that General Sibia is collecting money from. And that's your real reason for not wanting to answer this question.
No, that's not the real reason, Commissioner. I already said that I do not know if Mr. Mutomi was giving General Sibia money. So I cannot say something that I do not know. So what I said I know is that, yes, other people, which I cannot name people that I do not know. But I will know the facts, yes. But maybe the question that you're supposed to ask me is, how do I know that?
Maybe then, because you've just said now, I know that he's collecting money, but I don't know the people he's collecting money from. Did I understand you correctly?
Yes.
And then you said, maybe if I ask you, how do you know those facts, then you will be able to elaborate.
Yes, not the names of the people
No,
who are
I'm
giving
past
him
that.
money.
You said you don't
Yes.
know the names.
Yes.
But you are able to elaborate if I ask you, how do you know that?
Yes.
Yes, so I'm giving you the opportunity.
So you want me to mention the name?
You don't know the names, but you
No,
know
the
the
name-
facts and you are able to elaborate. So I'm giving you the opportunity to elaborate.
Okay. From a third person, not from him directly.
What from a third person?
Come again?
From a third person, but not him directly.
Yes.
What did you hear from a third person and not him directly?
I heard him saying that he went to collect money.
Who?
I'm saying I heard the third person saying that he went to collect money.
Who went to collect money?
Is the third person that is saying I'm not willing to mention his name?
The third person, you had a third person say that third person went to collect money, or did you hear from the third person that General Sibia went to collect money?
Yes.
I think that's what we're seeking to clarify. Is it the second one?
Yes.
A third person told you, or you heard from a third person, that
To-
General Sibia went to collect money?
The third person told me.
Yes.
Yes.
That General Sibia collected money?
Yes.
All right.
From the third person, from that third person? General Sibia went to collect money. This you are told by a third person. Did General Sibia collect the money from that person, that third person, or from some other person?
No, that person, I will say maybe he was. How can I put it? What can I say? Someone, a middleman. I don't know how to mention it.
Did you
I'll
say a middleman?
Yeah, let me say a middleman, yes.
They were a conduit of money.
Come again?
That third person was a conduit of money between General Sibia and somebody else.
Yes.
Is that what you're saying? Thank you.
And the somebody else, do you know who that somebody else is?
Yes, I know.
And who is that person?
It's Agent Ngosi.
When you met then at the Pearls, remember he sends us to you 10 March. Now you meet at the Pearls 15 April. Did you understand from this meeting, because you say you only met then with Mr. Nangi after this meeting, was this an understanding from you to be a quid pro quo for General Mkhwanazi facilitating access to General Mkhua for you?
Advocate Hassim, I don't understand Latin. What is quid pro quo?
Okay. Was this an exchange for him doing you a favor in relation to General Mkhua, that you would then ask Mr. Nangi to drop this?
Yes, I assume that, yes.
You thought it was a quid pro quo. It was a favor, it was an exchange you were doing for General Mkhwanazi. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, I thought so, yes.
So when you spoke to Mr. Nangi, what did you say to Mr. Nangi?
I explained to him exactly that to withdraw the charges. I told him that General Senona is very close to me, so I asked him to do this because on behalf of because General Sona was very concerned about his team. So I was doing this on his behalf, yes. Because I did not know General Mkhwanazi anyway, so I couldn't say he's my friend or something. So the only person who was close to me, it was General Senona.
So if I understand you correctly, what you said to Mr. Nangi is, General Senona is close to me, my older brother. He's very concerned about his team. Can you drop this complaint?
Yes.
And then what did Mr. Nangi say to you?
I think he gave me 2 or 3 days, and then after he came back, he said to me, he can do it, but his brother-in-law and his other, I don't know whether he's a friend or accused or whatever, they refused to do it. And I told that to General Senona.
Okay, and then you communicated that reluctance to General Senona, isn't that so?
Yes, I did.
And how did you do that?
Say that again?
How did you communicate it to him?
I don't remember whether I called or I saw him, because I saw him a couple of times, like I mentioned, so I don't know whether I called him or we met.
Okay, so in your ad hoc, if I could just jog your memory, it's at page 27. Page 27.
Yes. It's for now, I can see the
You can see it on the screen.
Yes.
Thank you. All right. Now, it's quite small, and there are no line numbers. So I'm going to try to direct you there. It's about a third of the way up the page. There's an exchange between you and Mr. Arendse. You see that, Advocate Arendse?
Yes, I do.
Okay. And he asks you this question, and let me know if you can find it. He says, then you say you communicated Nangi's reluctance to Lieutenant General Mkhwanazi via General Senona. Do you see that?
Yes.
And then you say, can you repeat that? And then he reminds you, in the draft statement, you said you communicated it to General Sonona. You see that?
Of course, yes.
And then he asks you, how did you do that? And you say, I called him. And then Advocate Arendse confirms, you called Senona to tell him that you spoke to Nangi, and he was not prepared, and your answer to that is yes. You see that?
Yes, I see that.
Okay. So you called General Senona.
Okay.
Well, it's not for me to say, okay, you agree that you called him.
No, yes, I called, yes. I can see now here from the transcript that I called him.
Okay. Now, when General Senona was here before this commission, he said, and maybe we should go there, it's file 2, page 85. You've got it?
No,
I don't
I
see
thought
it on
I'll
the
see it on the
screen, so
screen, yeah.
Do you have it?
It's fine, I'll check it, yeah. No, it's fine, it's here, yeah.
You've got it, all right. Okay, so this was when General Senona was testifying before the commission on the 28th of January 2026. And he says, he contradicts you on this point. He says, I never met with Mr. Matlala to discuss the withdrawal of the case by Mr. Nangi. And even in the calls, when we were talking about the calls, Mr. Matlala never informed me about this. So he is denying that you called him. So is he not being truthful here when he says that?
What I see here is he's saying that he don't have a recollection of that thing happening. He don't recall it. So meaning maybe he might have forgotten that I called him.
No. No, he says this call that it never happened. Let me just find the line. If you look line
yeah.
20.
Even line 10,
21.
I think. After, okay, 21.
So the first I took you to where he says, I never met with Mr. Matlala to discuss this Nangi thing. So he denies one, he ever discussed it with you. He denies two, that you called him. And if you look at 21, he says, this call, it never happened with this discussion. It did not happen.